Welcome to the deep dive. We're really excited about today's topic.
Yeah,
We're diving into Amazon's latest and greatest AI innovation, Amazon Nova.
absolutely. And
Think of this as your insider's guide to what could be a real game changer, especially for, well, anyone in the business of helping businesses grow, like consulting.
yeah, if you're in the consulting world, this is going to be big.
We're basing this deep dive on an AWS reInvent presentation.
Right from the source.
So we're talking about the freshest insights. And what's really cool is that they're actually showcasing real world use cases from inside Amazon.
Yeah, they're using this stuff themselves.
It's like we're getting a sneak peek
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Exactly. And it's not just one model they've built, they've got this whole family of 6 AI models.
6. Whoa. Okay. So 6 models, each with its own specialty, I guess.
You got it?
So where do we even begin?
Well, think of it as 2 main branches on a family tree. You've got the understanding models, and then the ones that are all about creating content, like creative content generation.
Okay. I like that.
So you can really pick and choose the right tool for the job, for whatever your client needs.
No more one size fits all, right?
Right.
So let's start with the understanding models then. We're looking at Nova Micro, Lite, Pro, and then this mysterious Nova Premier that's still in the works.
Yeah, that one's still under wraps.
Like they're building the ultimate AI toolkit, right?
That's a great way to put it.
So each of these models seems to be built for a different level of complexity.
Yeah, you've got different models for different speeds, different tasks.
So Nova Micro, that one's all about speed and efficiency, right?
Yeah, it's for high volume tasks.
Like what?
Imagine sifting through thousands of customer reviews,
Oh, yeah.
or quickly summarizing huge documents.
Yeah.
That's Nova Micro. It's all about getting things done fast.
And that's a huge need for a lot of businesses.
Absolutely. Time is money.
All right, so then there's Nova Lite.
Yeah, this one's really interesting.
Yeah, it can handle both images and text, right?
Totally. Yeah.
And that opens up a ton of possibilities.
So many.
Think about being able to analyze complex diagrams.
Or pull data from handwritten notes.
Yeah. Or even just scan documents and get insights.
It's like having an AI assistant that can finally make sense of all that messy data.
Unstructured data, yeah, that's the term.
Right, unstructured data.
And the key here is natively, right?
Exactly. Some other models, they try to convert everything to text first.
Oh, I see.
And that can actually lose some important information.
Yeah.
But Nova Lite, it understands the context, right from the source.
So it's more accurate, more nuanced.
Exactly.
So I'm already thinking, how could this change the game for consulting firms?
Oh, absolutely.
Like analyzing market trends?
Yeah, competitor analysis.
All that stuff that takes, hours and hours of manual work.
Right, Nova Lite can just do it for you.
That's powerful.
And then you've got Nova Pro.
The big brother.
Yeah, the heavy hitter.
So what's that one all about?
This one is for the really complex tasks, like extracting metadata from videos.
Oh, wow.
Or automating really intricate workflows.
Okay, so give me an example.
Think about optimizing supply chains or personalizing marketing campaigns.
Wow.
Even things like developing predictive maintenance models.
Okay, so this is next level stuff.
Is
I can see how this could be huge for consulting firms working in manufacturing, retail, logistics.
any industry where you've got complex processes.
And another key advantage here is these understanding models. They're all built for long context performance.
Right, which means they can handle these massive documents, videos, you name it.
Without breaking a sweat.
Exactly, no problem.
Imagine the time savings for businesses dealing with huge data sets,
It's a game changer.
And don't forget about the cost advantage either.
Oh, that's huge.
These Nova models are designed to be way more cost effective than other comparable models.
Yeah, especially compared to what's out there right now.
So it's giving your clients access to this cutting edge AI, but without, breaking the bank.
Exactly. You get the power without the price tag.
Okay. So that's the understanding side of the Amazon Nova family, but then there's also the creative side.
Yeah, now this is where things get really fun.
We've got Nova Canvas and Nova Reel.
2 very powerful tools.
And these are the ones that can really help businesses stand out, right?
Absolutely. This is about innovation, about pushing the boundaries.
Okay, so creative AI, what can these models actually do?
So Nova Canvas, that's your go-to for generating high-quality images.
Images.
Yeah, but we're not talking about clip art here.
Okay.
Imagine creating images with like 2K resolution, customizing the style, the colors, even controlling camera angles.
Whoa, hold on. All of that.
All of that. And you do it all with like natural language prompts.
You're telling me I could just like tell it what I want and it'll create it?
Basically, yeah, it's like having a team of graphic designers at your beck and call.
That's pretty impressive. I'm already thinking about like marketing materials, presentations, even just like prototyping new product ideas.
Yeah.
Visually.
It's a powerful tool.
Endless possibilities.
And what's really cool is it's super flexible.
Yeah.
You know, in the presentation, they showed some wild examples. Like they took an Amazon delivery truck and just like swapped out the background.
Just like that?
Yeah, with a simple prompt. And then this one's going to stick with you. They made an image of a mushroom.
A mushroom.
Sipping tea on a couch.
Okay, that's creative.
Yeah, it sounds silly, but it shows you what you can do, you know?
It's like no limits.
Exactly.
Okay, so Nova Canvas, we get it. It's powerful.
It is.
What about Nova Reel? This is the video one, right?
Right. So this one can create like short videos, cinematic quality from text prompts, images, even other videos.
Okay, so like product demos, explainer videos.
Exactly, that kind of thing.
Social media content.
All of that.
And it's all like professional looking.
That's the idea. Yeah.
It seems like a lot of these models are all about like helping businesses create high quality content, but without needing a huge team or, a ton of money.
It's about democratizing these tools, making them available to everyone.
I like that.
And Nova Reel's not just about making simple videos either. It's getting even more powerful, They're adding support for longer videos.
Okay.
And even storyboarding features, so you can really control the creative process.
Wow, so it's like a whole video production suite.
Pretty much, yeah.
I can see this being huge for consulting firms that specialize in like marketing and communications.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine being able to like rapidly prototype video concepts.
Test them out, get feedback.
And then refine them. All in real time.
That's the future of marketing.
Agility and responsiveness.
Exactly.
And it's all done like ethically, right?
Oh, yeah. Both Nova Canvas and Nova Reel, they've got features like watermarking, output indemnity, all that.
Okay, so they're thinking about the potential for misuse.
Absolutely. They're being responsible.
That's good to hear, especially with AI becoming, more and more prevalent.
Yeah, it's important to be mindful of those things.
Okay, so we've covered like the basics of Amazon Nova, the 2 main branches, the 6 models, all of that.
We've laid the groundwork.
But now let's get into like the real world stuff,
The nitty gritty.
How is Amazon actually using this to solve their own problems?
Yeah, what are they doing with it?
Because that's what really matters, right?
Absolutely. And the cool thing is Amazon's been pretty open about how they're using Nova internally.
Okay, good.
And those use cases, they offer some really valuable insights for consulting firms.
Okay, so let's dive into UCBiz examples.
All right, so first up, AWS support.
Oh.
Imagine an AI that can troubleshoot technical issues, recommend cost optimizations, even generate the code to implement those recommendations.
Wait, hold on. Is this real?
Oh, yeah, this is happening.
Wow.
They actually showed a demo
Really?
where a support engineer, they showed Nova an architecture diagram.
Okay.
And they asked for like advice on cost optimization.
And what happened?
Nova analyzed the diagram, identified potential savings,
Okay.
and then, get this, it generated the code.
It wrote code just from looking at a diagram.
Yeah, pretty amazing, right?
That's pretty mind-blowing.
And think about what that means for consulting firms,
Yeah.
Imagine being able to run a client's architecture through Nova.
Get instant recommendations.
For cost savings, yeah.
That would be like a huge selling point.
Especially these days, with everyone trying to save money.
Yeah, absolutely. Cloud costs can be a real pain.
It's not about replacing human engineers,
Oh, I see.
It's about augmenting their capabilities.
Using AI to find things that humans might miss.
Exactly. It's a collaboration.
I like that.
Okay, so next up, Prime Video.
Prime Video.
They showed how they used Nova to create a recap, a 3-minute recap of an entire season of Bosch Legacy.
Wait, a whole season in 3 minutes?
Yeah, it's crazy.
How is that even possible?
Nova analyzed all the footage, identified the key plot points, characters, themes,
Right.
and then it generated this short, engaging summary.
Wow.
And it even had narration, visuals, all cinematic quality.
So it's like a mini movie of the whole season.
Pretty much, yeah.
I can see how this could be useful for like so many things.
Oh.
Summarizing presentations, meetings.
Creating training materials.
Yeah, all of that.
It's all about making information more accessible, more engaging.
And shows the power of AI for storytelling too.
Oh yeah, taking all that data and turning it into a narrative.
That's something a lot of businesses struggle with.
Absolutely.
Okay, this is really impressive stuff.
It is.
All right, what else? What other use cases did they share?
So another one that stood out was Amazon Q Developer.
Okay, what's that?
It's a tool for developers to help them manage their AWS resources.
Okay.
And it's powered by Nova.
So again, it's about simplifying things, making things easier.
Exactly. That's the theme here.
So what does Nova actually do in this case?
So it basically acts as a translator between human language
Okay.
and the technical language of AWS.
I see.
So developers can ask natural language questions.
Like what?
Like, list my S3 buckets, or which RDS needs to be updated.
It understands that.
It understands it. It interacts with the AWS APIs.
And it gives them the answers.
Just like that.
So it's like an AI assistant for AWS.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's really cool.
Saves developers a lot of time.
Lets them focus on like the actual development work.
Exactly.
And again, I can see how this would be valuable for consulting firms
Oh, yeah.
managing AWS environments for clients.
Being able to answer their questions
Yeah.
instantly.
Using natural language, no less.
It's a seamless experience.
Okay, so we've got AWS support, video summarization, developer tools, anything else?
One more. This one's really interesting for consulting firms.
Okay, hit me.
Amazon's using Nova Reel for Amazon ads.
Ads.
Yeah, they're using it to generate video ads from existing assets.
Like what?
Like product detail pages, that kind of thing.
So turning static information into video.
Exactly. It's pretty amazing.
That would be huge for like small businesses.
Oh, yeah.
Who can't afford a whole video production team.
They can just use Nova Reel, create professional ads.
In minutes.
It's a game changer.
And again, consulting firms can help their clients with this.
Absolutely. Show them how to use it, get the most out of it.
So it's all about empowering businesses.
Giving them the tools to succeed.
I like it.
Okay, so those are just a few examples of how Amazon's using Nova right now.
That's impressive.
But what about the future?
Yeah, what's next? What's coming down the pipeline?
Well, they hinted at a new speech-to-speech model.
Speech-to-speech?
Yeah, so it can understand spoken language
Okay.
and generate spoken responses.
So like talking AI.
Basically, yeah.
That's pretty futuristic.
It is, and it could change how we interact with AI completely.
Yeah, like no more typing, just talking.
Exactly.
And what about that any-to-any model they mentioned?
Oh, yeah, that one's a big deal.
The one that can handle any input, any output.
Yeah, it's like the holy grail of AI.
And they think they can actually build it.
It sounds like they're well on their way.
Wow.
If they pull it off, it'll be huge.
It would change everything.
Absolutely.
So talking AI, any-to-any models, the future of Nova is looking pretty bright.
It's exciting stuff.
I'm a little overwhelmed, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
Is there any way to like simplify all of this?
Sure.
Like what does it all really mean for businesses?
So at its core, Amazon Nova is a huge step forward for AI.
Okay.
It's making these powerful capabilities more accessible, more affordable, easier to use.
That's good. But how can businesses actually start using Nova?
That's the million-dollar question.
Especially for consulting firms, like what's the first step?
Well, we'll dive into all of that in our next segment.
Okay, good, because I'm ready for some answers.
Stay tuned.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground, like what Amazon Nova is, what it can do, how Amazon's already using it.
We've laid the groundwork, yeah.
But the big question for our listeners, especially those in the consulting world,
Right.
is how do we actually use this?
Yeah, where do we go from here?
How do we take Nova and like turn it into something that actually benefits businesses?
It's all about understanding your client's needs, and then figuring out how to apply these tools.
So it's not about just using AI for the sake of using AI.
No, it's got to have a purpose.
It's got to solve a problem.
It's got to deliver results.
Okay, so break it down for me. What's the first step a consulting firm should take?
The first step is always to understand your client's goals, their challenges.
Okay, yeah.
Like, what are they trying to achieve?
What are their pain points?
What's holding them back?
So it's like classic consulting, right?
Exactly. You got to assess the situation.
Before you can recommend anything.
And once you understand their needs, then you can start looking at Nova and figuring out which models might be a good fit.
And that's where, like, the consultant's expertise comes in.
Yeah, you got to be able to translate those business needs into, like, technical solutions.
So, like, if a client is struggling with AWS cloud costs,
Right.
we might suggest looking at Nova's cost optimization capabilities.
Like we talked about earlier with AWS support.
Exactly. Or if they're drowning in data,
From surveys, market research, all that.
we might recommend using Nova Lite to, like, extract insights.
It's all about matching the right tool to the right job.
Building a custom AI toolkit, basically.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay, so let's say we found a good use case for Nova. Do we just jump right in?
Well, not so fast.
Oh, okay.
It's important to, like, validate your assumptions first.
So like a proof of concept.
Exactly, a proof of concept.
And what does that look like with Nova?
It's about taking a specific problem,
Okay.
and showing how Nova can solve it.
So like a small scale test.
Yeah, you might use the Bedrock Playground
Oh.
to experiment with the models or build a small prototype.
Using real data.
Exactly. So, for example,
If a client wants to use Nova Reel to create video ads,
right,
we might make a few sample ads just to show them what it can do.
get their feedback.
So the proof of concept is all about, like, showing the value, building confidence,
Exactly.
and refining your approach before you go all in,
Exactly. It's about managing risk.
making sure everyone's on board.
Okay, so let's say the proof of concept goes well.
The client's happy, they want to move forward.
But what's next?
What happens then?
Then it's time to design and build a real solution, something that integrates with their existing systems.
And that's where it gets, like, more technical.
Yeah, you might need developers, data engineers, machine learning experts.
So this is where a consulting firm's, like, deep bench of talent comes in.
Absolutely. You need people who understand AI, but also the client's business.
Their technology, their workflows.
It's not just about building a model.
It's about building a solution that actually works for them.
Right. It's got to fit into their world.
So collaboration, integration, customization.
All of that.
It's about building something truly unique.
And it doesn't stop there,
What do you mean?
Implementing AI, it's not a one-time thing.
Oh, I see.
It's an ongoing process. You got to monitor the system, get feedback,
You need adjustments.
make sure it's still delivering results.
So it's like any other technology implementation.
It needs maintenance, optimization, support.
And again, that's where consulting firms can add value
Yeah, they can manage the system, make sure it keeps working.
over the long term.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
what are the key takeaways?
Especially for consultants.
I think the biggest one is Amazon Nova. It's a real shift in how we think about AI.
Okay.
It's making these powerful tools accessible to everyone.
Affordable, easy to use,
And for consulting firms, this is a huge opportunity.
to create new solutions, deliver real value,
It's about taking these cutting-edge technologies,
and turning them into something practical.
something that helps businesses succeed.
So it's not just about the technology.
No, it's about understanding your clients, building relationships.
Delivering exceptional service.
That's what makes a great consulting firm.
And that's where the real power of Nova lies.
Okay, so there you have it.
A deep dive into Amazon Nova and what it means for the consulting world.
We've covered a lot of ground today.
From the technical details to the practical applications.
Hopefully, we've sparked your imagination
Showed you the potential of Nova
to transform your consulting practice.
and help your clients achieve their goals.
As always, we encourage you to explore further
Dive deeper, check out the resources.
and start experimenting with Nova.
The future of AI is here.
And it's full of possibilities.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.